Air always has to be easy. This is the golden rule of learning to swim as an adult without fear. So what are we supposed to do if the golden rule is air always has to be easy when you're learning to swim, when you're a beginner swimmer? I'm going to give you a little tip and a little hint of something you can add to your swimming repertoire in this video today to have air always be easy. The first easiest way to get air is standing up. So that's why we always say practice and learn things in the shallower water, because you can use the tool of the bottom. Now today in this video, I want to show you another tool, another layer. Start in the shallow end. Don't start this out in the deep end, but start in the shallow end and use this as a backup tool. We don't want to be fully relying on it because, well, it's not something that is fully reliable, but you can use this tool. And it's a tool that I actually use when I do distance swimming in the lake. And this tool is to use what's called a swim buoy. Now, the primary reason why I use the swim buoy is because it's this bright color and it makes me visible. So when I'm swimming in open water in the lake, it makes me more visible to boat traffic. It makes me more visible to my cohort of swimmers, to the other people that I'm swimming with. I can see them, they can see me. Because most swimming happens underwater, so it's really hard to see other swimmers when you're in open water environments. When we go to Hawaii, we have everybody use a swim buoy so we can keep track of where all our swimmers are. It's easier to see them. Unless I'm up out of the water, it's hard for me to keep a visual cue on where people are. So these nice, bright, that's really their primary function. But they also piece of flotation. And so you can use this as another backup device to get air easily. When I'm holding on to something that's floaty, then I'm not thinking about pushing up and pushing down and all the exchange. Like when I wear a life jacket, the purpose of the life jacket is to just keep you up at the surface without having to do any work. A swim buoy can work in a similar way. So when I'm swimming and moving through the water, it can just drag along behind me. It's tied onto my waist with a little belt, and then it has a string so that the buoy floats behind me. And it's out of my way. It doesn't change my swim, which is different than if I'm swimming with a life jacket. It does change how I swim because I have the buoyancy attached onto my body all the time. But when I have a swim buoy, I have the freedom of movement of how my body naturally moves through the water without additional buoyancy. And I can grab onto it, find the leash, grab onto it, and hold on to the buoy if I want to have that buoyancy as part of me. So I don't want to have to tread water or do something else to have me out and above the surface of the water. I can hold on to my swim buoy. This does require me being calm enough. It does require me being in action around it. It does require me checking to make sure my swim buoy is still inflatable. They can degrade over time and lose air. Basically, it's a plastic bag that I'm swimming with. So I want to make sure to check that it's reliable and in a good working function. But it's a nice way to have an additional way to get air. I can use my rolling on my back. I can use my bobbing. I can use going to the wall. I can use going to the shallow end, or I could use my swim buoy. I have multiple options. Learn these options, play with these options, again, in the shallow water, because that's the very easiest way. Air always has to be easy. When you really are adept and you know how to use your swim buoy, when you have a very easy way of the shallow end to get air, then you could start to shift to some deeper water or different places, right? That you can use this as your additional way to get air easily. It's always about having fun, coming with curiosity, taking care of your mental and your physical safety as you dive in with curiosity to discover not perfection, but just to discover how it works for you. Have fun with it.